I would like to welcome everyone here today. It's a great day to be a Bengal. Very excited to be here to make an announcement, to welcome Rick Reynolds as the ninth coach, Idaho State's Bengal volleyball history. And to introduce Coach Reynolds to us today, I've invited and asked Pauline Theros to come. Pauline is the Associate Vice President of Development at the university and a champion of Bengal athletics and Bengal volleyball.
Thank you. Just to give you a little background, there was a committee put together to assist with this search, and it was a very rigorous search, investigated a number of highly qualified candidates before arriving at Rick as our new head coach. He has 13 years of experience coaching junior college and Division I volleyball. Most recently, he's been the head coach at Western Wyoming, where he was twice named the NJCAA Coach of the District Coach of the Year. He was 3 times named the Regional Coach of the Year and twice named WCCAC Coach of the Year. He's led his team to the top of the record books at Western Wyoming, logging the school's best season in history at 39-3, and as well has bested that to achieve 40 wins in a season. He's taken his team to the junior college national championship match and has twice been the regional champion. We're very confident in Coach Reynolds as a recruiter, not only in our priority state of Idaho, but in Utah and throughout the Northwest. He has excellent recruiting connections and has done a very good job getting quality athletes from those regions. In his time at Western Wyoming, he recruited and trained 29 all-region players, 6 National Junior College All-Americans, and 6 AVCA All-Americans. So we really look forward to the added talent that he'll continue to bring to Idaho State University, in addition to what he'll be able to accomplish with the very fine student athletes we have in the program. In addition to his skill as a volleyball coach, Rick served as the athletic student success coordinator at Western Wyoming. So he's very well in tune and accustomed with the rigorous academic demands, and it is a priority for him to make sure that we perform very well in that area. And it is clear that he is passionate about his profession. He cares deeply for his student athletes, and he's very, very enthusiastic about the Bengals and about Pocatello, Idaho. So we're very glad to welcome Rick and his 3 young daughters, Keely, Kaysen, and Kendall, and his wife Brenna to Pocatello. So welcome to Rick Reynolds.
Thank you. We're excited to be here. Pocatello and Idaho State were definitely places that I would have considered as locations that I would want to further my career, and when the opportunity came open, I was fortunate that I got reached out to, and feel blessed to have this opportunity and excited to be a Bengal. So I guess we'll open this up for questions. I would like to real quick thank my my mom and my stepdad are here, and my dad are here. Thank you.
Well, first of all, just what did it mean for you to see them here?
You would do that to me, wouldn't you? Just excitement. A lot of time put into this, and a lot of commitment, and it's because of them. So obviously my wife and kids are back there, and that's why we do it. So yeah.
So you have a very good sense of family. How do you plan on making the ISU Bengals part of your family and bringing in the players right away to create that atmosphere as a program?
I think that's the easiest part, because I'm driven by my parents, driven by making sure my family is taken care of, and I treat my team as a part of my family wholeheartedly. Actually, the NJCAA limits you in some cases. You're only allowed 1 team activity at home a year, and so I think our rules are slightly different, where you can involve your kids a little more, and so I'm excited to just have them a part of my family, and I think that's the easy part, because that's what I believe in, is family. It's the backbone of who we are or who we will be as a bingo volleyball program, is family.
What about your past has prepared you for this moment to get this job?
I'm not a volleyball guy originally. I didn't play volleyball or anything. I jumped into volleyball just because a friend of mine got a head coaching job somewhere and wanted an assistant he could trust. Fell in love with the sport, and I'd like to consider myself just a blue-collar grinder type guy, and that's what drives me. And what I think I bring is just a work ethic. Early in the morning, late at night, whatever it takes, we're gonna drive to make sure this program's successful, and it's on solid footing, and it's my job to take it to that next level, and that's what we're gonna try to do.
So what is your background in?
I was a soccer player in college and a tennis player in college, and right out of college, I actually wanted to. I went and visited a few master's programs to join the ministry at church. My degree is actually in church vocations, and so. I still think I am, in some form of fashion, not mixing church and state here, but in some form of fashion, still mixing ministry and still taking care of people, and that's what I do with my team. We definitely keep a servant mentality with them, and I'm going to serve them, and in return, hope they serve us in the community the way we want to be known for. So,
What is it about volleyball that pulled you in?
it's an exciting sport. I don't want to get basketball and other female sports upset, but I think it's the most exciting female sport there is. It's fast-paced. The game starts over. Even when you think you dominated somebody, the game starts over the next set, and you can't rest. You can be down up 2-0, down 2-0, and you still got a chance, and that's pretty exciting. I think what the athletes can do on the court is unreal to watch. I was just at the men's Final Four, and to know that our girls can do the same things those guys can do all day long, and in some cases even better from a ball control perspective and defense and the things that we can produce. That's what drew me in. I've been an outdoor guy in most of the sports. I coached softball at one point in my career also, and I just fell in love with the speed inside. I mean, it's just a great, exciting sport. So that's what drew me, and I fell in love with the intricacies of it and trying to figure out a way to be the most efficient team that you can be, and that's exciting to try to figure that out, because in some cases it's difficult to do. I mean, the other side of the net dictates so much, and so you got to find ways to maximize what you do compared to what they do.
Chad Teichert was, well known throughout Wyoming. You had success in Wyoming. You kind of feel like you might be following a similar path, and how do you, plan to keep up his success that he put into this program?
Chad did a great job. He's a great X's and O's guy. He's blue collar. He's, grew up kind of, I guess, very similar to me, even though I didn't grow up in Wyoming. I was born and raised in Georgia, but he's a grinder. He gets after it, and he's focused in what he wants to do and what he wants to accomplish. I hope I bring that, and then I hope I bring more. I hope I bring more energy. I hope I bring more excitement to the community. I hope I bring more to recruiting. I hope that's my plan anyway. Maybe I should stop saying hope. We're going to bring more excitement. We're going to, get more involved in the community. We're going to go out and recruit the best kids we can find. Southeast Idaho, northern Idaho, Utah, the upper Northwest, wherever we need to go, we're going to find the kids that's going to give us the best chance to be successful.
Coach Teichert was in a good spot as he left, and I think his players really liked him from all accounts. It's a unique spot. Sometimes you take a job, and maybe it's because the last guy or gal was fired, where it's not the case this time. But you sound like you're not concerned about endearing yourself to the team that's already here.
The irony of this is I recruited. The majority of those kids sitting back there know me. I recruited them out of high school, and so it's not like I'm new. The one thing that all of us are going to have to do is going to be a different culture. I am not Chad Teichert and don't want to be Chad Teichert. I'm going to be Rick Reynolds, and I'm going to create the Rick Reynolds bingo volleyball program, and that's going to be important for me to be true to who I am. X's and O's volleyball, I can coach volleyball, and so then it's going to be a matter of them buying into the culture that I want to create. And if that's slightly different, that's going to be on to them to help adjust to me, and me to find out what they are about and where they want to go. I really believe in finding out what their dreams and goals are and pushing them to achieve them within the dreams and goals that we have for the program. And so that's my mentality anyway with it.
Can you define the culture of Idaho State volleyball under you?
The culture that I want to have, or the culture that's here?
That you want to have.
The culture, we're going to be great people, we're going to be great students, we're going to be great athletes. And as long as we take care of the student and person first, it's going to be easy to be a great athlete here because we're going to recruit great athletes. And so we're going to try to make them better people, better students, and better athletes in that order.
What about Idaho State made the right fit for you as you take, a Division I job coming up from NJW, whatever those letters are?
I am.
NGC.
I mentioned this earlier. I'm a blue collar guy. Pocatello is a blue collar community. It's a real. My understanding is it's a railroad town. There's even some mining. I think Simplot and some of those guys are here, so there's some mining going on in the community. That fits me. I'm a lunch pail guy. I'm going to bring my lunch to work, and I may not take many lunches. I'm going to be in the office, and I'm going to be a grinder when it comes to that, and that's what attracted me. Jeff attracted me. I think that's kind of his mentality from what I have gathered, and I want to thank him and Pauline because I kind of get that impression from both of them, and when I met with the senior administration, I kind of got that impression that this is a place where we just get it done. It's not, we want more money, by the way, we want more money out there. We need more donations, and we need to, to have more resources, but at the end of the day, we're going to take the resources we have, we're going to maximize them, and we're going to push. And that's what attracted me, I think that's who I am. It's that go get it, and you may not on the surface be this prototypical fit in the box person, but I'm going to go get it, and then I'm going to find a way to make it be what it needs to be, or what we want it to be.
I'd like to ask Coach Pauline.
Yeah.
You mentioned extensive search. What is it about Coach Reynolds that stood out in the process?
Well, his success at the level he's been coaching at was just very evident in terms of his record. He sustained that and built it over 7 years at Western Wyoming, which I don't anticipate is the easiest place in the world to recruit student athletes to and keep them there. And he's done a good job competing with Division I schools in his program. He's also been able to win recruits that were of a Division I caliber, and so we were very impressed by that. Aside from that, his time on campus, he was the most enthusiastic candidate that we had. He had planned extremely well, laid out a very clear vision for Idaho State volleyball that matches the vision we have for Idaho State volleyball. So it was, in the end, a very clear choice for us.
Coach, with your success in the sport, in this community, and your role with the university, from that perspective, how did you view, the candidates altogether and how he stood out the most?
Well, at Idaho State, it's important to us. We built a winning tradition, and we want to continue that. But we never lose sight of the importance of the student athletes, and I think that his care and attention to them, to academic success, and his background in that area as well, just keeps all of our goals on a high trajectory. We think he'll achieve highly on the court, as well as the student athletes in the classroom, contributing to the community and recruiting. Just his record in that area is very, very impressive.
Anything else?
Yeah, Jeff, just what were your thoughts on Coach, coming in and when you met with him, and what did you take away from, the process?
Not taking away from anything Pauline said, the search processes are fun and difficult, and yet when we got to Rick, the difficulty was gone. It was an easy choice because looking at X's and O's, looking at feelings, looking at success and strengths, he was the right man for the job. It was exactly what we want and what we need to continue with our program that's having success, to continue that on and to move to that next level.
Coach, is there anything you're nervous about, coming into Pocatello? Is there any worries or concerns that you have?
Selling a house in Rock Springs. I'm going through the process now of figuring out where we are budgetarily and scholarship-wise, and I'm going through all of that as we speak. But at this point, I'm not really nervous beyond, I want to get to that first game. I want to put a product on the court and see where we match up. I'm excited about the talent we have in the gym. The couple of freshmen that are, I'm legal to talk because they're signed, right? A couple of freshmen that are signed. I think we got a good squad, and it's just going to be up to me to find out again what their strengths are and how can we maximize those. I don't know that that's nerve-wracking because that's what we do every day. And so beyond that, I'm going to have the jitters that first game. The girls probably will never know it. I am very calm on the sidelines. It doesn't mean I won't get fired up occasionally, but I'm very calm. It's game day. 45 minutes ago, I was in game day mode. Walking in here, that's, you know, this is game day. You know, it's an opportunity to go out there and show our best and hope it matches up well with what's on the other side of the net.